A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. One might argue they brought it on themselves. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she is trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. All we've done is speed things along to their inevitable conclusion. One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adia if that's what it takes. Because we have one thing in common. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living lands, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Perceptive. Maybe Ludwig was right about you. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
What's that
Coming from the rear.
That'll show him. You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Adiran whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiorme Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Deathguard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Right. The garden. Sure.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth, or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Indeed, and deep roots waiting to be unearthed. Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giatta. Giatta Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? In other words, nothing we didn't already know. Well, at least we tried. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsli, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise. Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
I don't know what this thing is.
What have you found?
They call themselves the Akita. They worship this strange child.
Boudica will be displeased to hear it.
Boudica is never pleased. That is all I have. The rest is none of my concern.
Still, you refuse to take sides. This affects you too, you know.
I admit my sympathy. A group of exiles. A forbidden faith. But the Queen's tenuous favor... Yes. Compelling indeed.
The burned queen against a single settlement. If your question is one of power, the answer speaks for itself.
It does. Though I will say this. The Queen may have her motives. Sometimes standing idly by is greater subterfuge than action.
I hope this does not force all our hands.
Gods. I could roast a Balrog on the energy coming off this thing.
I can't believe it. My city. It's all gone.
It's never...
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir, but the Steel Garrote raising Fior has gotta make things harder for you. I mean, for you, personally. The cruelty we saw, it's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. Yeah, I told you about my time fighting under Rauatai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit, or maybe I was. Enough about me, though. I want to know about you. Give yourself time. You're the only one who can make that decision. And you're the one who'll have to live with it. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rauataian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive, and another debt I owe him. I'll be here if you need me.
We should talk. Fior Messiverno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I'd lost them all over again. The steel garrote are just a symptom. I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge. Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. As many of them as it takes. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal, I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself? Don't take this the wrong way, but you weren't raised by Animancers. Their ambition destroyed our family. Now it falls to me to find meaning in my parents' sacrifice. And I don't know if I can. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else. Sending my people to Paradise is a bold move. Bold, but more importantly, unpredictable. For now, the Steel Garrote will keep a watchful eye on my people. But we will do the same to them, from inside the lion's den. Meanwhile, the Adherents will enjoy their false sense of security for however long it lasts. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot. We all deserve better. But fate decided otherwise. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me. If I must.
Right. Give me a minute. There's a lot going on right now.
It's okay to be nervous.
Growing up, I heard stories of a garden in the center of the living lands. I thought they were just stories. No one living had ever gone there, but we were just supposed to protect it. No one has ever been there as long as anyone knows. There's legends, right, but nothing more. Nandru's the only one who went to the garden and made it back, which is interesting because you kind of look like him. Founder of Solace, lived centuries ago. More or less the biggest hero in Galawain's tusks. You have the same kind of face things from what I've seen. You know, the, fungus stuff. Well, yeah, at first. There's been a lot more reasons to do that since then. There's a resemblance, sure, but no one alive has ever seen Nandru other than a few statues and descriptions and legends. And we're talking about oral legends, passed down for centuries. Who knows what's true and what's dramatic license? I guess. I wouldn't put too much faith in it. There's just a lot of stuff from the old times that isn't as true as we think it is. A lot changes here over centuries. Like the garden. Even if someone knew how to get there, they knew it hundreds of years ago. Who knows if the garden even exists anymore? I don't. You seem to talk to Sapadal in dreams and visions. Maybe you can find something that way. Look, this gods and magic stuff isn't my expertise. Come find me when you need an antivenom for a windsnake bite. I need to get some rest before I get all worked up. Grab me when you're ready to go.
I'm going to miss... Fior Masiverno.
Root hog ribs there were fantastic.
It had a timeless charm. Like it was plucked from the hills outside some...
I have a moment to talk. Right. What do you need? Right, shit. Pleasant dreams.
Anyway,
I can't believe it. Ranger Dorsal. A traitor to Fior Mesiverno. Shame we had to kill her. But at least now she can't hurt anyone else. The damage is contained. More or less. Usually, my people send traitors into exile. Let nature sort them out. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer. But it's close. And always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Mesiverno. Blamed animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else. You too.
You smell death here.
Listen to me, look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
That last pipe gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Unfortunately, yes. As far as we've been able to determine by our scouts.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
I doubt you're particularly needed in Thirdborn, of all places.
I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Of course, that strange Orland scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, Envoy, Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
I don't recognize Rutaska, but I know Thirdborn. And it used to be made of...
Thirdborners have been on edge. Welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of dream thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Ugh, dream thrall spiders.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land, nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare.
They swarmed just like that. These dream scourge people don't eat their kill. If it please you, sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Clearing out dream-scourged spiders. Sounds like honest work to me.
Darren! Please! We need help!
Our parents, they...
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they'd changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
You'll be taken care of, I promise. Just don't look back.
They're going to kill them!
Shh. It'll be okay, Tamamu. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No, no. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
Let us know when it's over. Gods, what a thing to say about one's family.
Eyes sharp. Dream thralls ahead. Stragglers from Eagle's Reach. Now you weren't ready for this.
Who's next? Anyone?
Protect the Envoy!
Some of us will wear a worn homespun or a deer in armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
Here we go! Eat them to the earth!
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
Between the Adiran army and a desert of dream thralls.
I don't know why we don't use a simple pulley system. If they hadn't made this thing so complicated, it'd be fun.
Get them to fix the damned lift, won't you?
quiet as the depths.
Stinging wasp!
Where's the light?
Invaders in the garden!
What choice do we have?
We have got to put a stop to this thing, Envoy.
Another glorious battle.
Knives and shadows!
Watch your right!
A dead village. Voices. Feels like one of Giatta's ghost stories. Right behind you.
good fighting.
Messy equipment, contaminated samples. This is no lab.
Right. There are worse things to find at the bottom of the well.
You hear that? Someone is in terrible pain.
They're coming!
You must hurry!
Good shooting, Kai. Awful. These things shouldn't be caged. They should be laid to rest.
Well, the sun. Remember me to the sun that shines.
A bud that simply is itself. Red petals. Red petals.
This is the garden. So it is always. Oh, roots reaching into the earth. Beyond soil. Beyond soil. We made an oath. We can do nothing for them.
We're damned.
Subtle as a mouse.
What do you want from us? Gods take me. You're a real person, not a dream thrall.
That's a fallacy. Dream thralls are derived from real people, you idiot.
Ignore them. Are you the Envoy, by any chance? We've heard rumors of your coming.
We heard that you speak with the voice of the Emperor, that you come in the name of the Empire.
So you must be acquainted with Captain Weemgar, then. That's fortuitous. We're naturalists who created a small settlement here after Adir ordered us to study the crystal spiders of the living lands.
We should have fled. The local Adirans warned us this venture was doomed, but we ignored them. Then some of our people became afflicted.
We sequestered the infected away. But one of them turned in the night, causing a fire that swept through the area. We came to this cave, saving who and what we could with Captain Weemgar's help. But he said we needed to kill our affected companions. The Steel Garrote is very clear about whether Dream Thralls can be permitted to live.
Gods, I wish we never had.
We originally came here to study the spiders, but when our colleagues turned, we had no choice but to take on a new field of research.
We thought we could save them.
It was certainly the desired outcome. But given what we've seen of the plague, we may have to kill them instead.
How can you speak so clinically? My brother, your husband, is one of them.
I'm a pragmatist. We need your help, Envoy. Kill the Dream Thralls for us. That way Weemgar will have no reason to turn us away.
Are you a fool? The Steel Garrote won't care. They'll kill us if they know we're alive.
Not if the Envoy euthanizes the Dream Thralls for us.
You're joking. Those are our friends, your husband, and my brother. No, just ask Weemgar for provisions. We only need supplies. I know he has provided for us before, but we need more. We're too hungry to think straight. Once we have the right provisions, we can decide what to do next.
Why wouldn't I be? That thing isn't my Halfor anymore. He's just a corpse controlled by a fungus.
Please, think about this. My brother is one of them.
Better they die than us, you imbecile.
Oh, shut up. You're a cold-hearted monster. I don't know what my brother ever saw in you.
Well?
Guide them back.
Well? It is done then. This miserable chapter is over. Halfor would have preferred we made a breakthrough in our studies. But at least he's at peace.
I envy his peace. The Steel Garrote will hunt us forever.
If we had better provisions, we'd at least be able to hide out here until the Inquisitor's attention wanders.
No, just put us out of our misery.
She doesn't speak for us, Envoy. Kill her if you must.
We could do a lot with that. Thank you, Envoy.
Why are you even thanking the Envoy? All the supplies will do is prolong our death.
You're welcome to take matters into your own hands if you prefer. I'm growing tired of your whining.
We're going to die here. I know it. Doom is waiting.
It's hard to imagine my people taking shelter.
What can I do for you, Envoy? Ah, you know then. I figured this would happen sooner or later with your reputation. I can't risk discussing this with you further. Please, just know that they and their caretakers must stay in that cave. Ah, so you know then. I can't say I'm surprised you learned the truth. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm sure you understand what a dangerous truth this is. But never mind. Provisions. I'll see it done, Envoy. You have my word. Of course. We'll find the rations from somewhere. After all they've done for us, they deserve it. Tell me, are the infected still alive after your visit? Or are they gone? I see. May their souls know peace, then. And the civilians? They're still hiding as before? And no longer taking patients?
Next one's mine.
Worse than rough!
Better aim than a sharpshooter, Giatta.
Swift and rough!
I'm coming for Ludwig next. We've got company!
Stinging wasps! Hate them to the earth!
Good one! Those dream thralls are at Third Board's gate.
The city is under attack. Let's not waste a moment.
Swift and rough!
Remain vigilant.
Beyond sync!
Quick as a fox. Thank the gods for the cavalry. Fucking dream thralls.
Good one!
Dream with us.
The dream thralls almost got through. But they didn't. You're just going to pretend like nothing happened?
Yes, because...
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit. Save your threats, Adiran. Kai knows what he did. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
Right. Answer the question, Adiran.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt she could have done that if she was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans raised Fior. We'll be next.
Only if you know the right people. Find Daiko in the marketplace. Tell him I sent you. He'll take care of you.
Svef is for criminals. I'll tell the constable.
Relax. When did you get so uptight?
He's not always like this. Between the Blight and the Adirans, everyone's scared. Daran, Can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
Law and order. This place has gone downhill.
We better get to clearing out these corpses.
Godlike. Could you spare a moment? Godlike. Winds above. You're really here. I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai! You're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Exactly! Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
If you need skates, we got things. Yep. Let me. Put him up his misery, will you? Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well, off you go then.
You there, the one with the face. Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. Ah, a kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Going.
My dear Envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Noble in mission and spirit both. Truly the Emperor chose his envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. Now that was dignity. That was pomp. Nothing like dour Rawatai. I'm wandering. Forgive me, Envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, then abandoned me here. I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends. You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them? I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. I understand. But if you see Tawe by the oasis, or Koa hiding out in the teeth, or Ranga in her mine, please ask them to come home. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day. So, that's how the mad archmage Tank found himself in the living room.
An entire settlement in flames? Oh gods, and Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why she's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Ludwine said to the Animancers as she scorched their homes.
I know you're upset, Tamerti, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know, if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill her myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To head sharpshooter first class of Shatterscarp to Merti Kaiwa III. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Just like Fior Messiverno. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsli. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsli. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Maybe even an entrance to the garden. We absolutely have to go inside and see for ourselves. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhard.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringgrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. Appalling is one way of describing it. I'd personally call it horrifying. In case you ever feel like an adventure, here's how to find Ringgrim. Head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsli, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsli, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an Archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an Archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid. damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Let me tell you. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
I love the story, even if the fish gets bigger every time.
Well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? Oh, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Thanks for the tip. We would have explored it eventually. At least now we have a reason.
Good luck, godlike.
There you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Reengrim? Oh, lovely. Then you know what we're up against. Oh, her spells are legendary. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Oh, Aldra's titties. The Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Reengrim. Probably something powerful. I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though, that would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsli. Take care of the Envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Don't forget your friend Naito.
Purge the blight!
Everyone okay? An arch with a seaside view. That's what that cartographer mentioned, right? Thomas Memorial. Sorry, I'm not ready for this yet.
hear the dust whisper on the wind? A temple built on sand, water diverted from its course, the sea runs dry. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimana, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shone a different shade from others of your kind. The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you? A mouth, a conduit, a welcome curiosity. One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea. Cocoon, a traveling cloak. Break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds. Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimana, what did you learn? The bee pollinates the blossom. One hand serves the next. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food. They cowered. They felt the shifting sands. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. Our cry rose in your throat. This could not stand. A tongue bitten. You hung your head. They piled the offerings higher. Why did you not speak for us? The cub cannot know its strength. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why? The tide surges. It drowns us. We thought... No. We feel nothing. We swipe at echoes of the past. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this. We felt no ire for the Akita. We merely flinched. sun rose on the barren earth. We had swallowed the village. Nothing but ruins remained. Those who survived were cast adrift, whales beached on the sand. You could have led them, but in the chaos, you had disappeared. A pain left behind, a flower in a strange land. People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the Ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
There, sister. You here for a dip? Or we can get right to business. 'Cause a glint in your eye says you're here for a reason. No shit! Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
It's at the Swordfish. I don't think you need to worry about formality.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet? Color me shocked if everyone shows up, but I'll be there. Shorts and all. And hey, thanks for getting this all set up. It'll be good to see the others again, even if it is the last time.
Tell him to show his appreciation by buying us around. I could use it.
You got the right idea, sister.
Let's try it out.
We see you!
Something tells me the Godless didn't bar that door.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you? Capo's been busy. I should have known he couldn't sit still.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
Wouldn't want to be near those when they fall.
I let you have that! Watch your back!
Bandits, probably. Bet they had no idea what to expect. All right. He's overdoing it now.
Worth that rock! Worth that rock!
There's whatever this is.
Worth that rock!
Just like a good old day.
see something move up there?
Left one opens the door. The sign. All right, Capo. Go. Drink lots of water, or in a few hours you'll feel cannon fire in your head.
That boat's seen better days. put the heart on a pedestal. How subtle. Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
Thank Aethys. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages. Uncle Capo taught me a thing or two about how to survive. It's why he's always so... No! I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades. What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him. No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for. I don't know, but he's been more and more upset lately. I'm afraid he believes he's so sick. He has no other choice. He's been a hero for so long. I don't think he can imagine a life in bed. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
It couldn't be. It wouldn't be. He's not soulless or mindless. Not like those people at the gates. He's still himself. Whatever it is, it can't be worth dying for. Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, Just hurry. I'll be there when I can. I will. I'll see you soon.
Godlike. Back already? Have you got the heart? Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Waste of my precious time.
You've been busy, old man. Does Chico know what you've been getting up to down there?
I'm impressed. Did you like my designs? Well, I'm glad somebody thinks so. Fools here didn't appreciate my talents until the Dream Scourge showed up.
If that's your idea of a good time, remind me not to go drinking with you.
Huh. Well, you managed well enough. Now, the heart. Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the Dream Scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones. Damn your prying eyes! Oh, my senses must really be going if I didn't notice you snooping around my things. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the Dream Scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nikai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan. I want to die as myself, on my own terms.
Hasn't this place seen enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, old man. You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he no longer can.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the heart. Give me this one act of courage. Thank you. Chico will mourn me, but you've saved my Nakai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. Return to the wheel. Start again. We ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. Here, take this. You'll have more use for it.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you? But how could you? You know what he's going to do with it. Oh, God. I'm going to lose my uncle. And for what? His pride?
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual, real, massive problem.
Not anymore. Not now that she's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerity.
Damn you. Everything was fine until you poked your nose into it. I hope the sand swallow you and you never come back to Thirdborn again.
Don't listen to that. They're hurting. Let's just give them some space.
Fair winds, traveler. Haven't seen you around here. Welcome to Shatterscarp. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me. Oh! Well, I hope I'm not imposing on you. Listen, I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
Kotoa and Hayako? If they need supplies, they must be planning something good.
They've probably killed more dream thralls than the rest of us combined. Well, they said, why shoot one when you could take out a dozen instead? That's what I'd like to know. These supplies will go a long way, if I can ever get them up there. This is my third trip today, and whew, it's a lot of stairs. Right. Sorry, heat must be getting to me. Don't be afraid to ask Kotoa or Hayako for more when you get there. Keep going through the teeth. The tower is just over the ridge. You can't miss it.
I used to patrol out here. Swore I'd never come back. Tama lost his badge near here.
forward in science ever be easy?
Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn.
Are you...
Your face! Those markings! They're incredible! I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. Oh, you have! Oh, you'll make a very interesting footnote. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. Oh, always. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget.
Remind me not to make you mad. That's Thomas' badge. You found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. Oh, he was an incredible bastard. Led the defense of Thirdborn, which meant he also led most of our patrols. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. We did our best to keep him in one piece while we hauled him back. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Count yourself lucky. I take a keel hauling any day. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. To an old trencher like him, a badge means honor, fellowship. I just couldn't imagine him without it. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Tama's. We passed by there before. It's time I said goodbye. Careful, or you'll give me second thoughts. I usually count on my friends to be worse influences, you know. Let's go.
This is surreal. And the perfect place to set up shop if you're an archmage.
I hadn't had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent.
Come on, let's go introduce ourselves to an archmage.
That's one for us.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringrim character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Precisely. Chances are we'll die, but if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
Yatsley, you must have been a Rawatayan admiral in a past life.
Let's get going. Oh, and stay close. You are so lifelike. Poor bastards. Child's play. Stay close. Green's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we? Oh, what a frosty welcome. I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? It's just a trick, Envoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving. Beautiful specimen. Any student of Zarub's in their weapon. Brilliant.
Visitors, do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We gotta get into that tower? I hope Yatsley brought her ladder.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
A very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
Even more bodies.
Skeletons. Now this I can handle.
And restore the statue. I will see. In inside my tower.
Oh, so Ringrim is a show-off.
I don't get it. Ringworm's powerful enough to conjure a frozen realm in the middle of the desert. Why toy with us?
I think it's part and parcel of being an archmage, unfortunately. Maybe she's trying to teach us something.
I've had enough short, messy flings to distrust people who play games to avoid a real conversation. Yet here I am, playing along anyway. Is there any chance our next step doesn't involve that creepy statue?
It's probably connected to that village Ringrim mentioned, so keep that in mind, darling.
So there's a perfectly good reason she lopped off the head and the hand?
It's even missing its heart. See the open chest cavity? Let's take another look at that book of yours. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. That's the gist of it, yes. But the author said it better. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Keep your eyes open and your hand on your hilt. Nothing about this place feels right.
Here it comes.
Behind you!
That's done. Child's play.
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it!
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. What statue? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I have the Adra piece? It's mine.
Interesting. This must be another illusion.
This can't be real. This is one of Ringworm's tricks, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just please let me keep this. I told the other villagers I need it. I understand everyone's in danger, but I don't want to die. Don't take the Ultra piece from me. I'll do anything. Please! Is there no other way? Why does it have to be me who dies? Please. Please. No.
If the village had been as sensitive...
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
Stand back.
Walk like it's hard.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Aye, aye.
Big mistake! We're set rough!
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still, they are
And there's the hat. We have everything now. Let's hurry back and see how it all works.
Keep your guard up. Let's get this over with.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters, I guess. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works. It's so clever. I think she constructed this whole place to give us a parable.
Maybe you could help out those of us who've gotten hit in the head too many times?
I don't think she needs to show how powerful she is to us. She just is powerful. This is fascinating. This is more than just a statue. I think it uses Adra as a source of power.
Watchers say the souls of the dead travel through Adra to the beyond. Doesn't give me a good feeling about whatever Ringram's built here.
Perhaps, but it might also send us somewhere else. Clearly, we can't physically move ourselves up to Ringram's tower, but magically? That could be a different story. With the Adra pieces connected to the statue, they might be powering her magic. Like Animancy, but much bigger. Ringram said that if we could do what the village could not, put the statue back together, we'd find our way to the tower. What if this statue was meant to move us from here to there? Yes! Oh, I knew you'd be fun. Well, what are you waiting for? Put the pieces in! Do you know how many people ever get to meet an Archmage? I don't understand how you are so calm. Ready or not, let's go meet an Archmage.
Here goes. Whatever happens, I hope it leaves our parts intact.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Oh, at least exciting.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
So much for hospitality.
Is all that noise necessary?
Next one's mine! Good fight.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. a godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard, all looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
Fear peels away all of one's pretense. Mortals are their most sincere when they're under stress. Also, I needed to finish my reading. Although it would have been amusing if you died for it. Huh? What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. I hardly know, honestly. When you've lived as long as I have, it's easy to lose track of individual lives. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Consider listening for a moment before you resort to utter futility. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Look at her. Making new friends. Learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling
It just happened, right? I didn't imagine it. Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire! Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? You were incredible! Thank you for trusting me.
I'm just glad we're all still in one piece.
Yes, and I must say, your strength is remarkable. We couldn't have done it without you. With Ringrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to head into ancient ruins.
For the camp of an official Adir and Envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. With how overwrought you Adirans can be, I expected at least some tacky rugs. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. That was my assumption as well. Barrett's balls. It's nice to know I won't have to dumb things down with you. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, Envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more provocative dreams. Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
I've been a lot of places I never wanted to go, but that was among the worst.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go? Do you have a moment, Marius?
Right.
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her. She even offered to make me her apprentice. You can always improve, especially when your teacher is an expert. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Andra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do? I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her? And how much faster? Within a fortnight, I could rule the world.
As if you need an archmage for that. You could rule the world with a smile.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me. I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Obviously, you've never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie. You think those Adirans were onto something? Or were they onto something before you ended their studies? Do you think they could have cured the Dream Scourge? I think it was worth a try, at least. I just hope we made the right decision. A wrong choice here means that people die, Envoy. Perspective won't matter much to the dead. Had you left them to their own devices, who knows what we would have gained? A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they found treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? But our loss, I suppose. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? tired already, Envoy.
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. Right. Well, by all means, keep diving into dark caves and ancient ruins. I'm sure it'll get easier someday. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. Thanks for talking. Listening to Yachtsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. If I must. I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. I thought I'd give it a try, see how it feels. Yachtsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. No, why would I be? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading. This place was bad enough before the Dream Scourge. Now it's downright hazardous. I remember what it was like to be blindly optimistic. I envy you. This used to be a fertile land, with lakes, forests, all of that. Then everything suddenly changed several hundred years ago. Now it's blasted deserts and dried up seas. Anything that lives here is simply stubborn enough not to die.
That's the most apt description of Thirdborn I've ever heard.
Maybe you will, but what about poor Kai? Huh? What about him? Just keep your head and you'll be fine. Let me look out for the others. What do you need? Until next time.
The Dream Scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. I keep trying, and the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Let's hope it never comes to that. But when it does, I'll be at your side. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. You too. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yachtsley. In many ways, Quilici has been like a second father to me. But Yachtsley, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. I don't leave Emerald Stair often enough. With everything going on, there's been no time to explore. My city had to burn down before I could take a vacation. Sorry. I'm in a mood, if you couldn't tell. Only if you can stand the ramblings of a depressed bookworm. I used to think I had it all figured out. But the Living Lands proved me wrong in so many ways. This entire island is the prison of a mad god. How is one Animancer supposed to compete with that? All we're missing is the juggling act. Maybe I'm being melodramatic, or maybe I'm not used to seeing things clearly. But what if Animancy has no future in the Living Lands? What if my entire career was a mistake? Did I? After what happened to my parents, I always thought the path chose me. You're a good listener as always, but I've taken enough of your time. I'll be fine, really. I'm not the first Animancer to question her life choices, and I won't be the last. Pleasant dreams. When I joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Without those mines, Thirdborn has no gunpowder. They lost an advantage when they needed it most. Perhaps, but this is no time to be fighting with one hand tied behind your back. At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge. And it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the Living Lands out of your Empire's clutches. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an Animancer, not a strategist. If I must.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. Do you ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? And home just wasn't the same. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. I guess it felt like one, too. Hardtack and Merc brew after a long day's patrol tasted better than any feast. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom, something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat, conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Steelgrowth's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? And it's nice to know I'm in good company. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway. Seeing Capo like that was hard, Envoy. He'd just given up, and we let him do it. It should have been Chico's too. Capo owed them a proper goodbye, instead of just slipping away like that. Got lost in thought. Forget I said anything. Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.